my continuation of the bus driver, there was another time I ended up not feeling too good. I was like, ugh, something's gurgling in my stomach. I'm not feeling too good. There was this road that came to a T. Alright? She had students that she had to drop off on the right, turning right on the road. And she had students she had to drop off if she turned left on this road. So every day they would argue, the students, let's go left, let's go right, let's go left, let's go right, let's turn left. She's like this, quiet, shut up, no talking on my bus. And she's like this, we're going right. You know why we're going right? Because it's the right way, and it is the correct way to go. And I told her this, Mrs. Kronwitter, what do you want? I said, I'm not feeling too good. Could we go ahead and turn left to my babysitter's house? Because I'm really not feeling too good. All of a sudden, she's like, no, we're going right. Well, because she went right, that means I was the last one off at the babysitter's house. The last of her route. So, we get through, and all of a sudden my stomach goes, and I could feel it in my intestines. And I'm like, this isn't going to be very good. And it was a hot day, so I wore some shorts. This isn't going to be good. Nope. And it wasn't. I ended up getting diarrhea, and it blew all down my legs, all on the bus floor and everything. I couldn't hold it anymore. I couldn't hold it. And some of the people on the bus were like, oh, he just shit his pants. Oh, the bus driver's like, it's quiet. What's the matter with you taking a dump on my bus? So we get to the babysitter's house, and she opens the bus window, and she said, your kid here that you take care of just crapped on my bus. And my babysitter went up to me and said, are you all right? I said, I'm fine. And the bus driver's like this, I'm fine, but, the bus smells. I wasn't talking to you, Mrs. Kronwitter. Well, some people don't respect their bus driver. Slammed the window and took off. Oh, man, I tell you, my bus driver was unique. There was this other time. I'll never forget that one either. There was a fight on the bus. Not good with Mrs. Kronwitter. It was two fat men beating each other up on the bus. Mrs. Kronwitter gets up. Hey! What in the world? There's no fighting on my bus. Oh my gosh. You two kids. Grabbed him by the ears. You sit down right now. And went right, turned her bus around. She was almost done with her route. Turned her bus around, went right to the principal. All right, Mr. Hodges. These two fat boys were fighting. And I don't tolerate fighters. Because in the Bible, it says love your neighbor, not beat each other up. You know what I mean, Mr. Hodges? Yes, Mrs. Kronwitter. Yes, we understand. So, another time. So they got in trouble. Got their butts paddled. Well, I was getting off the bus one day and somebody tripped me. And I fell face down on the bus. Mrs. Kronwitter's like this. Get off the bus! You're wasting my time. Don't give me any lips. Well, somebody tripped me. I mean, come on now. What am I supposed to do when somebody trips me? Don't give me no lips, because I'm going to tell you what. You are going to the principal's office. You understand me? I am writing a bus conduct report. You know what a bus conduct report is? That's where the principal will know that you've been a bad boy. So, guess what? I had to see the principal again. The same principal. The strict principal that walks around with a paddle. And I sit there. And he's got the paddle out on the desk. And I'm like this, oh boy. So I had to be honest, and that's what I did. I was very honest. He said this, I'm not going to spank you, because you know why? Mrs. Kronwitter is one pain in the behind. That woman needs to retire. Well, I'm trying to think. There was another moment. Somebody had a foot out in the aisle. She slammed on the brake. There's a foot in my aisle. There is a foot in the aisle. I do not tolerate a foot in my aisle. You got that, Brian? Get that foot off the aisle now, so I can do my bus route. Whew. Well, one day we got happy because she got mad at one woman, a little girl on the bus. Her name was Pam. And she was new on the bus. And she started arguing with somebody. Mrs. Kronwitter touched her just right. And said, sit down at that seat now. You sit there and you stay there. You got that? I don't want to hear a peep from you. She went up and said this to Mrs. Kronwitter. You know what, woman? I'm going to tell my mommy and daddy on you. And you will never have your bus route again, since you did that to me. I was like, whoa, this is gonna get good. All of a sudden, her brother gets on. And her brother's just yelling at Mrs. Kronwitter. You wicked old witch. You mean badass bus driver. What is the matter with you? Retire, you old cow. And I was like, ooh, this guy is, I don't even know who he is. He got on that bus yelling at that bus driver. Well, ended up, it went through the court, and she just couldn't take it anymore. She realized that she can't touch the kids, and that ended her. So she ended up retiring. She just got fed up. She says, I'm retiring because you guys just drive me nuts, and I'm not even going to complete my school year with you kids. And we were all like this, woo, yay, freedom, freedom. And it was a good time after she left. So that was my story, my moments. Mrs. Kronwitter ran into her at the store, decided to hit her with a grocery cart just to see what she did. So I crashed into her grocery cart. I said, ooh, excuse me, I am so sorry I did that. Look what you did. You are taking my time out of my route in that grocery store. I have a strict time. Do you understand me? Do you know who I am? I used to be a bus driver. I said, oh, I know exactly who you are, woman. I don't remember you at all. I said, I'm Justin. Oh, yeah, the little runt. Guy that always stuck his foot in the aisle and sat on a guy's report card on purpose, and you still lied, and you know where liars go. You know that. Like, jeez. This woman, I swear, if I threw a bucket of water on her, she might melt. So, there you go. Ever since I ran into her, I had to tell you about my bus driving incident with Mrs. Kronwitter. Yeah, I know, if I had lightning sound effects, woo-wee, that'd be good. Mrs. Kronwitter. Boom!